On their first concert tour of Australia, they've picked to this tour. They've just finished their Brisbane gig and sitting by now in Brisbane, still lightly covered in a film of teen idol sweat, are their lead singer Marti, Pellow and drummer Tommy Cunningham. Please welcome him. Hello. I'm a class act. Yes.
What do you mean semi-supergroup? What do you mean semi-supergroup? You mean we're not completely hard or something?
No.
Kind of connotations, isn't it?
Well, it's just, I know you guys don't have tickets on yourselves.
Yes, we know you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was just trying to play down the fact that your status, you are bigger than the Beatles.
Yes, about 3 or 4 inches. all of the Beatles, that is. Collectively.
Yeah. That's right. I actually only meant you were bigger than Ringo Starr, but I didn't want to be rude. Now, guys, how was the gig?
Yeah, it was most enjoyable indeed. It seems to, this, for me, was the best show throughout the Australian tour so far.
You say that every show, though, don't you?
Well, no, I'm not just saying that, because it's very strange for us to go into the show and it's all seated, everyone seemed to be seated, but they seemed to get up tonight. So all the arses weren't super glued to the seat, so that was good.
So don't you encourage them to rip up the seats in the true rock and roll tradition?
We tried that in Canberra. We said, we tried a few things in Canberra. Yeah, I think the audience actually faxed in their applause.
So it was what we in the trade call a bitchin' time down there, was it?
Yeah, cooking with gas.
So did anybody, because I know you were trying out a new set tonight, did anyone make any mistakes, play the wrong chords, stage dive during a ballad?
Oh, no. Yes,
really?
And there was no stage diving, but wet. We don't really believe in rehearsing that much. We like to go on stage a bit rough, a bit ready, and then you get a bit more excitement when you're up there.
Right.
And also a few more mistakes and disasters. But
so what's the worst kind of mistake you guys can make? Did you all start the wrong song, or?
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen?
Well, my Aberdeen show, when we first opened the UK tour, we had a secondary stage and there was all these hydraulics kind of took us there, and it was a kind of big production sort of thing. And as soon as I got there, I went straight in my ass and all my trousers just ripped completely out. Genitals the lot, I would tell you, it was another sight. And so...
Bigger than Ringo.
Indeed. So actually it was a kind of PG probie sort of scenario for me.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. I'm glad they haven't released a video of that.
My audience, you know, I like to, you know, that's how far we're prepared to go.
The Monster will live forever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. Are there autographed photos of that concert?
Well, I don't think anyone had a zoom lens, you know. So.
Now I hear that. Actually, what's it like, Marty, when you go out there and there's 15,000? You don't know this. That's my Brian Gubble. What's it like when you go out there and there's 15,000 adoring fans hanging off every note? What goes through your mind?
First thing is usually, oh no, I hope I don't forget the words. But then after that, you don't really think about it. You just get on with the show in hand and just hopefully people can get, you know, a lot of enjoyment out of the songs and generally have a good time.
And Tommy, does it matter much what the drummer thinks?
Not at all. I don't think drummers really think that much, do they?
Just banging the drums.
Neanderthal man at the back, that's my job to be. I consider myself to be like the goalkeeper. I take the ball, I pass it to Graham, Graham gives it to Neil, he passes it to Marty, Marty misses, and that's the end of the gig. You know, that's the way we think about it.
Now, I always see that touring, bands are always saying that touring is a really boring thing. Do you guys, when you've been on a long tour as this one is, do you get on each other's nerves? Do you start squabbling about little things like the toothpaste?
Be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Well, I think when you're living out of each other's pockets for so long, you know, something's got to give. Sometimes it's usually in a bar in some dodgy part of some town or whatever. It usually just all comes to a head.
Does it end in tears? Are there blows? Are there punches?
Occasionally there has been known to be violence.
Really?
But it's only just usually over songs, you know, and trying to get the best of the show.
Oh yeah, right. It's a production thing, is it?
Oh yes, exactly. It's always productive. It's always to get the best out of it that way.
As a band, are you a democracy or do you have one fascistic leader? And you can answer that, Tommy.
Okay, I would.
Yes.
Perhaps it's okay if I answer this.
Well, maybe.
I think we are a democracy, but it really comes down to who's got the biggest stick on the day. You know, we argue, and whoever hits the hardest wins.
Oh, I see.
That's the way we work it. So the next single will be Somewhere Somehow, or else you're getting it.
I read that you get absolutely sick of Lovers All Around. Is that true or untrue?
No, that's completely untrue because that's our biggest song to date. So, feeling between my fingers.
Tommy, where do you feel it? I feel it in my...
As you said, bigger than Ringo. Now, I've just realised you look amazingly like a footballer called Peter Sterling, Tommy.
Okay, I don't really know how to take that.
No, just
standing up, I hope.
It's all right. He's a great guy, but you've got more hair, so you can relax. Well, do you guys have a special?
Tom's got more hair. Tom's got more hair than someone.
Yes. You'll Brenner, do you guys have special backstage requests? You know, 1,000 tons of anchovy, virgin calves to slaughter, things like that.
We actually, when we done the European tour, we took our own condoms on. They were called big wet ones. So we actually asked for 2 packs each. But if we still have hundreds of packs, you know, we actually don't use them. Well, that didn't sound right.
No, it didn't sound right at all. Always practice safe sex.
Always practice safe sex, but...
Especially with other band members.
Yes.
Oh dear. There are some things you regret saying.
Poor weddings and a funeral.
Damn you, Tommy.
I might just step out of this interview and let you guys talk, I think. So, what do you do to wind down after a gig?
Well, tonight I'm going to be God's gift to vodka. That's my approach this evening, but it changes. Some nights you maybe go and play chess or Monopoly or something.
Yeah.
So just read an occasional novel or something like that.
Yeah.
You like reading, you know?
Yeah.
Horoscope reading, that's always a big
Or the occasional glass of sherry. One point we even stayed up to 12:30 at night. Remember that? That was the good old crazy days. Throw caution to the wind, eh?
But that was a special occasion. That was the night you all played Twister, wasn't it?
That was it, yes.
Yes, twist again.
Now, I have a closing... dear. I'll send you a tape of this interview and our lawyers can all sit through it. Now,
Allegedly. Yes.
allegedly. I have a final question for you. You toured as a support act for Elton John. Is it true, or does this guy
No,
have
that was Elton Jack, was it not?
does Elton John have a wig? Is this true?
Oh dear.
I'm not prepared to answer that question. I'm not prepared to answer.
We actually toured with Elton John before he went through his various treatments.
We were kind of pre-hat days, weren't we?
Post-hat or pre-hat.
Post-hat, whatever,
I'm not too sure.
Box-hat.
But it was really nice. He took us from obscurity. Took us from obscurity and left us in obscurity in America. He tried very hard to help us break in America, but unfortunately it didn't work. But he's actually a very kind gentleman.
Yeah. Well,
with that hair problem. I love him dearly.
Yes, we love him dearly.
Yes, indeed, and he speaks the world of you too. Guys, Tommy and Marty, thanks very much for your time after such a hard show. As always, a pleasure.
Right,
Drop in
thanks.
sometime. The lights are on for you.
All right.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.